works on your nerves in many cases and makes you uneasy. Those are the things that disquiet your mind, your soul, your body. They take you outside of your place of comfort or contentment that you have become accustomed to, and it will not let you sit there and ignore it. All right. That mosquito that somehow found its way in your car when you were driving down 285 minding your own business, that he's buzzing in your ear enough for you to swat at it, but not quite enough for you to kill it. Aggravation, a piece of gravel from the parking lot that gets in your shoe and you have to take it off to get it out. Aggravation, a dripping faucet, a nagging spouse, a nosy neighbor, a bill collector who knows that if you had the money, you would pay him, and it ain't expense, and then calling you and asking you about something that you ain't got. Everybody feel me? Aggravation. It's that tickle in your throat, that eyelash in your eye, that house that you can't sell, that car that you can't fix, that class that you don't have the money to take. It's the NPCs, those are non-paying customers. Them NPCs that zap you of your energy, your focus, or your peace whenever they come up, and they come up a little more than you want them to aggravate. It's that thing. That thing that changes your entire attitude from being okay to trying to figure out how to commit murder. It's that why question that keeps walling around in your mind like a bad commercial. Why didn't I see that coming? Why didn't he just tell me how he really felt? Why did they have to do me like that? Why did I stay? Why did he go? See, why is an aggravation that will keep you messed up longer than you expected to. Because you think you have gotten past some things, and you realize that things still got you messed up. Aggravation. And aggravation is something so disruptive that it will make you move. You'll move from one side of the room to the other because the person who has betrayed you and called you everything but a child of God came and sat at your table. Aggravation will make you move from one city to the other for better schools because that child of yours who really is very smart but chooses to hang with them do-nothings and have nothings and want nothings have been put out of every school in your city. So you think that if you move, maybe both of y'all can get a fresh new start. Aggravation will make you move from one part of the country because the person of your aggravation's name is Dante, Michael, Steve, Lamont, Richard, Akeem,
hey, you called his name.
It be that you are between aggravations.
Yeah. Yes, God.
Aggravations like that past that keeps popping up, and your future that hadn't quite blown up yet. In that place of stuckness. In the middle between our used to be and your one day will be, but we can't move forward without cleaning up some stuff that we left hanging out there. Aggravation is a speed bumper, a detour, some road construction that we have to deal with on our way to our destiny. See, the trick is this, that it cannot be avoided. And dealing with them is the very thing that is going to empower you. You need to write that down. See, dealing with it is the very thing that is going to empower. See, God allows us to make some decisions. Not always the best ones, but ones that at some point, those same decisions arrest our attention in a form of a thing that will not let us let it go so God can strengthen us, make us, mold us, purge us, process us. And it's the very thing that will take you to the next level of faith, the next level of anointing, the next level of trust in God. Aggravation can be a character building because it turns you into a game changer. But it's only if you're willing to move. See, I came here to change your perception about aggravation. See, aggravations are really intended to inspire growth. They should be the catalyst of movement. Aggravation should make a demand on your spirit to such an extent that you have to move. You can't stay where you are. You got. All right. Anybody in here want to move? Yeah. I just want to know, my sisters have been talking. I just want to know for real, do you really want to move? I mean, have you went and got the boxes? Do you want to move? Have you called the Salvation Army? Have you went through your closet and got all that stuff that you ain't wearing and some of that stuff still got tags? I'm talking about move. Move out of your comfort zone. Move out of your sphere of understanding, out of the ordinary, everyday run-of-the-mill living. Move out of your head, out of your strength, out of your limited ability. Does anybody here want to move? If you do, I dare you to say, move. I'm not talking about moving to a place that will just do for now, but will make you regret it later. I'm talking about a move that makes you nervous when you think about it, but you're too scared not to do what God told you to do. See, you need to understand something. Moving is never really our idea. It's always God's idea. See, God already orchestrated every step so that he can get the glory and we can get to that place that we need to be, that we can get to that next level and stay there. God is tired of fluctuating faith. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, this bipolar spirituality. Talk about nobody. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Some of us leave out of the choir, leave out of the pulpit. We done preach for folk in the frenzy, get in our car and cry all the way home bipolar. This is about staying power. See, we have to get to the point in our lives when we move with the flow of the show. And the show that I'm trying to go to is the God show. I done been to see Dream Girls, all that stuff. I don't want to do that. I want to stay in the flow of the show with God. Anybody want to move? If you want to, do you want to move? If you want to move, say it's moving day. It's moving day. It's moving day. Come on. Let's work. Turn with me to Genesis 32. Genesis 32, you'll find a familiar story about Jacob, huh? Y'all know Jacob, huh? All right. Genesis 32, verses 1 and 2, and then we're going to skip down to verses 21 to 25. As Jacob went on his way, the angels of God met him. Jacob said when he saw them, "This is God's camp." So he named the place Monahan. Go down to verse 21. So the president passed before him while he himself spent the night in the camp. Now he arose that same night and took his 2 wives and his 2 maids and his 11 children. That's too many folks. And crossed the ford of Jabbok. He took them and sent them across the stream, and he sent across whatever he had. Then Jacob was left alone, and a man wrestled with him until daybreak. And when he saw that he had not prevailed against him, he touched the socket of his thigh. So the socket of Jacob's thigh was dislocated while he wrestled him. Then he said, "Let me go, For the dawn is breaking, but he said, I will not let you go until you bless me. So he said to them, what is your name? And he said, Jacob. He said, your name shall no longer be Jacob, but Israel. For you have striven with God and with men and have prevailed. Say it's moving day. It's moving day. It's moving day. Listen, there's a couple of things that you need to know about moving. First thing you need to understand is that you cannot live in two residences. Yeah, you can't live in two residences. Okay, we know the story. Let me give you a little context. I'm sorry, I was well trained. I just got excited about this word. Look, Jacob was a shyster, a joker, a trickster. You know the story. Jacob was a hustler that got hustled, but now he's decided that he's not going to let the hustle him anymore. Anybody ever been there? You know, you done did a few things into a 7 or 12. Yeah. You know, when your game, that one that was your claim to fame, that's selling the food stamps, making them CDs and selling them out the trunk of your car and taking them to the beauty shop when you knew they did not play. I'm sorry. Floating checks to buy some groceries to feed the kids, to eat when payday was 3 days away, and hoping that then your check beating came and you could pay the fee and for the... Maybe I'll look over here.
Amen.
Jacob has hustled his way through, and now he feels like he's too grown to play those games. And see, sometimes you look at what you used to be, and you make a decision that you don't really want to be that. You don't want to live there. You want to do a new thing. But then Jacob is messed up again. Jacob has to work for love. Don't act like you don't know. You done worked at 2 jobs so that boy can lay up in the bed. You done worked 2 jobs so he can lay up in the bed. Just so he can call you baby when you come home. Huh?
My God.
Right. In the bed, the kids hamburger so that joker can have. Oh, I'm sorry. Have mercy. But see, Jacob then got over love. Anybody ever got over love? And you spend not 1 term, 2 terms working for a woman, still didn't get it the first time.
Come on.
See, Jacob has spent some years working for love only to be taken advantage of. I bet you could.
Write a book.
See, aggravations come when you're trying to do right.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
When you're trying to do right. See, the devil isn't concerned when you're sleeping with Ray, Pookie, and all the rest of them. He ain't concerned when you're drinking and drugging, lying and stealing. But just when you try to do right, just when you try to get yourself together, that's when a distraction will come.
Yeah.
And get on your last nerve. But when he moves to the new place, see, on your way out of the nonsense, God is going to bring you to a place of decision. See, Jacob was still trying to operate with 1 foot over here and the other foot over here. Read chapter 32, if you will. See, here's what Jacob does. He makes an assumption. See, aggravations right there down. It'll make you make some assumptions. Yes. He makes an assumption that his brother Esau is going to get him. Esau ain't said a word, but nothing but I'm coming to meet you. But he makes the assumption that he's going to get God, huh? So then Jacob says, oh, wait. Well, what he coming? What? 400 dudes, my God. Let me see. Half of y'all go over there. And half of y'all go over there. So if he hit one place, I'll still have the other. Look, I know I went to church. I know I'm giving. I'm trying to act right, but see, right on the other hand. come on up in here with me. Lord have mercy. See, Jacob was still trying to operate like that. He was trying to make sure he didn't get fully God, huh? How many of us do that? We put a little back from our husbands, huh? I had to come to the pastor's table. All them honorariums don't go in the joint account. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Lord. See, listen, Jacob is weighing out his options. But both of them are places that he has to make a move. See, he could go back and deal with the Laban situation. He really could. Ain't the most perfect situation, but he really could. But see, his biggest problem is Esau. You can't live in two camps. Can't live in two camps. God will not, listen, God will not let you have dual residency. You either winning or you ain't. They ain't gonna let you have dual residency. You can't be over here and over here. You got to make a decision. You got to make a decision. You got. Say it's moving day. See, you can stay like you are, like my sister said. Trying to do right while being tempted and tried, or you can move. See, you can move some stuff out of your way. If you continue to read, it says he sent the wives away. And the children and all them horses and cows and all that other stuff. There's too much stuff. Oh, God. Yeah. See, sometimes you got to move the distractions out your way. Huh? See, sometimes what God really wants you to do is to get rid of the folk, get rid of the degrees on the wall, get rid of the money. He wants you naked and scared. He wants to get you by yourself, with yourself, and move to a place where no one is looking, and all bets are off. That place is called Jabbar. Call it Jabbar. Jabbar. That's the name of the city. Jabbar. Call it Jabbar. Y'all ain't paying attention. Because I know I'm preaching better than y'all paying attention. You saying what I'm saying? See, Jabbok, if you look up the name, it's the place of passing over. It's a place of struggle. It's the place of surrender. It's the place where you got to be emptied out. It's the place where the root, where the truth is raw and deep. It's the place where you are slinging stock without any tissue and you don't even care. It's the place where you're going to get real with God and sit down and say, look at God, that's all I got right here. That's all I got right here. But for real, I'm going to need you to do some stuff. So, because the stuff I'm about to face, I'll give it up. I'll give it up. I'll give it up. But see, it's moving day. It's moving day. See, you got to get to a place that is not a place where you can just get past, or not a place that you can get through, but a place where you get over. That means a place where you have victory, huh? You ain't got to crawl in. You ain't got to roll in. You can walk up with your hands up. Huh? A place of victory. Listen, this new aggravation is coming face to face with Esau. Esau's name means doer. Mm-hmm. We got to come face to face with our complacency, face to face with our laziness, face to face with our trifling self, face to face with praying like we want to, when we want to, giving like we want to, and then expecting God to pour out all that stuff. Oh, yeah. Y'all better come on with me. So God sends an angel at that place to struggle. See, there's some stuff that can't go with us. That's right. Amen. That's right. Some aggravation aggravations that take us from complacency straight to the place of doing some stuff that don't need your new address or don't need to know
Come
your
on
new
now.
name. The drinks
Don't
can't
know
go,
where
the
you
drugs
live.
can't go, this world
Yeah.
can't go, the plots can't go, the schemes can't go, the resentment can't go, the deception can't go, the baby mama, baby daddy stuff cannot.
Amen.
It's moving day. Anybody ever been to the post office? They ask you to fill out the little paper and say,
Change of
it's
address.
your old address.
Hey, my God.
It's your new address. And it said, how long do you
Permanent.
want your stuff to be sent from your old to your new?
My God.
I came by to tell you that, look here, aggravations don't need your forwarding address. Aggravations, you don't need to fill them out, huh? You need to leave them where they are. So let me tell you something. After Jacob got through struggling, got through fighting, angel said, hey, this boy kind of strong. You must know a little something about war. So, hey, you know, you got to quote them scriptures and not them Barney Fife scriptures. People make me sick. You asked them to quote a scripture, Jesus wept. Right now is a time of maturity. We ought to be more grown up in God than we are. They struggling. And Jacob said, wait a minute, I'm a little tired, but I can't let go until you bless me. I gotta hold on, I gotta hold on. See, sometimes that aggravation is that thing you got to roll down in the floor with God about. You want me to do what? Give up my good job,